Hi everyone, my name's Danny and I'm a fourth year natural scientist at the University of Cambridge, specialising in physics. And today I'll be going over the real technique, which involves research, enthusiasm, analysis, and lateral thinking. So the question I'll be approaching is, why should people study physics? Well, to begin with, physics as we understand it is the concern of energy and forces in quantifying the certain properties of nature and understanding the world around us. And why might this be useful? Well, first, that has the applicability of it. We can understand the certain parameters and the kind of notions that make the world tick. And so being able to understand these parameters, then you can see what adjustments or alterations will affect certain behaviors of systems. And then with this knowledge, you might be able to tweak these systems for your own advantage and be able to make huge advancements in things like engineering and medicine that might use different types of techniques that come about from physics. So the applicable side is quite self-evident. That on the non-applicable side, though, just enjoying the pursuit of knowledge, comes ideas such as special relativity, where on a real world basis it might not be cared about, but on a knowledge basis for the sake of it and checking that theories are right is very useful. So an example of this is two planes traveling in opposite directions, carrying two clocks, well, one on each. This was conducted in 1971. And after a certain amount of time in our frame, the times elapsed on both clocks were different. And so this was a proof of Einstein's theory with regards to special relativity. And the time differences between the two planes due to their relative speed were significant enough to be measured, but not significant enough that anyone would care about in the real world. But physicists and Einstein posthumously would have been fascinated with this and the fact that this theory did hold true. Also, physics can help bring about creativity in different scenarios when you might not have the equipment or the skills that might have been common at the time. And so an example of this is Galileo in the 17th century, where in order to analyze the acceleration of objects due to gravity, for example, on a slope, and he could not time as obviously stopwatches and timing devices were not there, but having a quite musical family, he would whistle a tune where he knew the exact kind of period between certain sounds. And this was accurate enough where he could deduce that objects falling, even at different masses, still had the same acceleration. And using this technique showed quite a lot of the creativity associated with physics. So studying physics is good because it has applicable reasons, and also a lot of fields within it are just for the pursuit of knowledge in itself. And these can help in other fields indirectly by just the investigative ways that physics uses. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you saw where I use my research, the analysis and lateral thinking and the creativity brought about with physics. And hopefully my enthusiasm shone through that.